Hey everybody, this is Intro. Welcome to the TechSpace, and this tutorial is going to be over the different charts that we have in Statdisk. So for Statdisk, charts are used a lot, so you have different charts. And under data here at the top, once you have a specific set of data pulled up, what you're going to want to do is click data at the top and go to the second group of names right here. So you see, starting with Descriptive Statistics down to pie chart, you have the second group. So in here you have basically 5 different types of charts or ways of representing your data visually. So you have your pie chart. Obviously everybody knows pie chart. For a pie chart you actually have to go in and create the labels. I didn't actually know that. This is actually never used really when you're in stats. So next you have scatter plot. In scatter plot you can just go to your types of values for X and Y, what you want to start at, and you can get your values lined up for you right there. So that's how you create a scatter plot. And next we're going to do a normal quantile plot. So again, you have to click on the correct column, make sure you have the correct column clicked, and since all my data is in column 1, we're going to have column 1. So here you can see your quantile plots, which is how you find your outliers and how you see if you have a normal distribution or if your data is completely redundant to the actual case that you have. So quantile plots are very important. Next we have a box plot. So our box plots are a little bit different. Click on the group up here that you have your data in. Again, you can do more than one set of data in a box plot. Again, they get a little bit more in-depth and complicated, but click box plot, and what we'll get is a box plot of our data, and this basically shows where most of our data is lying. So this is also very important. Next to the quantile plot, these are two of the most important types of representations of your data that you will be using. And next is our histogram. So histogram is the basic representation of your data that most people use in the early on stages, but sort of deter from later on because you'll see. So once you have this data plotted, you can see your data and how it varies across the chart, but it's really not giving you real representations of what's going on with that data. So to represent the data in a different way to where we can see actually what's sort of going on, we're going to want to use either a quantile or a box plot. With the histogram, you just basically get the representation of the data and how the data is distributed, and that's basically all you'll get from the histogram. So that's basically all the charts you can use. Again, the quantile plot and the box plots are very important. Quantiles are used for outliers. Box plots are used to show you where most of your data lies. So thank you guys for watching. I have other videos, check them out, and I will see you guys next time. Hey everybody, this is the intro from the TechSpace, and in this tutorial what I'm going to be going over is the process of finding an outlier within a set of data. So as you can see here, I have a set of data in column 1 labeled temperature that has temperatures of different individuals, and we'll see how many values there is. So there's 106 values, and an outlier, as you probably know, is a value that doesn't match up to all of the other values. So in other words, a value that is very far away from the average mean of other values, or from the extreme high or extreme low of a specific set or group of values within your data. So what you'll see here is when we go to data in Statdisk and we go to histogram, is within the set of data we'll be able to see whether this chart leans right, left, or if it is a normal distribution. So if you have a normal distribution, you'll go from low to high and then back down to low, and you'll gradually progress. As you can see, it goes from low to high, but it goes towards the right. So this is called a right skewed histogram. So with this right skewed histogram, what we're going to know from this specifically is that the data might not have a lot of outliers, but in terms of the extreme values or the higher values that we're going for, there's more higher values than there are mid values or low values. So from this histogram, what we're going to do is go back to data and go to normal quantile plot. So plot your first row again and you'll get your plot. So what we'll see here is the end value, which is 106 people, or 106 specific tests that were done. So as you can see is our line right here, and you can see a few dots, this one right here and this one up here, that aren't on this line, and these would be known as the outliers of this quantile plot or this specific set of data. So that's basically how you find outliers in any set of data. You don't really need to load in a histogram, but to see how your data is distributing over a set is basically, it's really important when you're going to actually explain what that outlier means. So see right here, 96.5 degrees Fahrenheit. If I was to choose that as an outlier in a class or anything, I'd have to explain why that outlier is an outlier and why it can't be accepted as just a normal value, even though it's just a little bit off from this low value right here. You have to have a way of explaining that, and this, knowing that it is a right skewed histogram, is a very good representation of why this outlier is in the low part of the graph instead of in the high part of the graph. So again, there is another value in the high part of the graph, but as you can see, the variation from these 2 points is a lot smaller than the variation from these 2 points. And that's basically how you find an outlier. I explained it a little bit more. I don't want to confuse you guys. Outlier is specifically a value that is not by other values. So knowing that and knowing how to explain that is very important. And that's basically what the message I'm trying to get across here is: just know how to explain, don't just know how to find the value. But thank you guys for watching. I have other videos on stats if you want to go check them out. I have other videos on a lot of tech, a lot of math stuff. So go check out my channel. Please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below if you have any questions, and I'll try to get back to you. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Hey everybody, this is Intro. Welcome to the TechSpace, and in this tutorial we're going to be going over how to create a coin generator or simulator. So to simulate a coin toss, basically, so you can get some data, we're going to go and highlight row or column 1. In column 1 we're going to go to data, and we're going to go down to coin toss simulator. So in here we're going to get a sample size. So the sample size basically means how many times you want to flip the coin, and we're going to go 200, and then the number of coins that you're going to want to use. So I'm going to use 1 coin, and we're going to generate it. So a random seed, you need you don't need it all. If you want to add one in, you can go ahead and add a random seed in, but I don't use it, and usually in statistics you wouldn't really use a random seed because you don't want to disrupt your data in any type of way. You want it just completely to be natural. So to keep this natural, we're just going to leave this blank and click generate. So as you can see here, we have tosses and we have our actual data. So if it's 1, it's heads. If it's 0, that means it's tails. So we can then take this data. We can either click on the column. I think you can drag it down. No, you can't drag it down, but you click copy down here and go to where we have our row highlighted and paste it in there. So there you go. You have now we have our data for our coin toss simulation in here, and we can go ahead and explore that data by evaluating it. Under our data drop down menu right here, just click explore data, click on the column you need, and click evaluate, and you'll get your evaluation for your data. But that's how you make a coin toss simulator. I'll leave a link to Statdisk in the description for a download, and thank you guys for watching. Please check out my channel, please check out the rest of my videos, subscribe, like the video, and if you have any questions, comment below and I'll try to get back to you and answer them as quick as possible. So thank you again, and I will see you next time. Hey everybody, this is the intro. Welcome to the TechSpace, and in this tutorial we're going to be going over a dice simulator. So a dice simulator is basically a dice simulator. You can use 1 dice, 2 dice, you can have as many sides as you want, and you can have the computer throw it for you a specific number of times to get a specific value. So to do that, you're going to want to open up Statdisk, go to Data, go down to Dice Generator. Here you're going to get a sample size, which is how many times that die is being thrown, or that specific set of dice. You're going to get the number of dice you can use and the number of sides. So if we go ahead and use this data and generate it, we're going to get roll 1, a total from the 10 dice that were thrown is 35. And the same thing for roll 2, the total for the 10 dice that were thrown, each of them having 6 sides, was 28. So this is how you create your dice generator, and to do a sample from this dice generator, what we're going to want to do is copy this data, go to our row 1 or any row that's open in Statdisk for you, paste that data in, go to our data up here, our drop down menu, and you're going to want to click Explore Data or Descriptive Statistics. Either one will work. Explore Data will give you more ways of actually looking at the data and representing that data. So if you want to click that, that's fine. If you want to click just the regular descriptive statistics, we'll just show this side right here. That's fine as well. Thank you guys for watching. Check out my other videos. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hey everybody, this is the intro. Welcome to the TechSpace, and in this tutorial what we're going to be going over is how to find the standard deviation of a specific set of data. So once you have your specific set of data, click on data up here in Statdisk, and basically what we're going to do is click Descriptive Statistics. So this is the place where you're going to want to go to find a lot of the values and sort of answers to all your math problems about your stats and stuff like that. So your quantile plots and all of your equations are done in your Descriptive Statistics editor for you, so you don't have to go through this equation, which we probably all know, which is the population standard deviation equation. To find your standard deviation, you can just go here and evaluate it if you have that particular set of data. So click evaluate, make sure you have the correct column, and right here you're going to see variance, which is your standard deviation squared, or you can see a regular standard deviation denoted by S. So standard deviation is usually always rounded to 4 decimal places, so you're going to want to go 0. This would be 0.6229. So basically that's all you do to find your standard deviation for a specific set of data. So thank you guys for watching. I have other videos on stats. Please check them out. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Hey everybody, this is intro. Welcome to the TechSpace, and in this tutorial what I want to show you guys is how to find the mean within a set of data. So the mean is very important when you're doing statistics work, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do it really quick. So once you have a specific set of data, what you're going to want to do is pick a column of data to work with. So obviously if you're trying to find a mean, you probably have a set of data and you probably have some values that you need to find a mean to. So make sure they're loaded into a column by themselves, and go up to data in Statdisk and click Descriptive Statistics. Make sure you click on that specific column that you have highlighted or the column that you have all of your data in, and click evaluate. So here you'll see your mean at the top. So usually when you're writing the answer to your mean for a test or anything, you want to only do 2 decimal places. So this would be 22.48 or 22.48, and that's basically it. So that's how you find a mean of a particular data set without having to go through all of the math and the processes of finding it. Yeah, so that's basically all you do. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, this is the intro. Welcome to the TechSpace, and in this tutorial what we're going to be going over is how to get descriptive statistics for a specific set of data. So when you have a specific set of data, whether it's a probability distribution or whether it's just some regular nominal or ordinal data, basically what we're going to want to do is open up a data set, and we're going to take some row of data, and we're going to go up to our in Statdisk. Make sure you're in Statdisk. Go to Descriptive Statistics. So once you click on that under data, you can see right here, we'll see, click the column that you'd like to evaluate. So since we have column 6, we're going to go down to 6, click evaluate, and basically what we'll get is all of these statistics for that specific data set. So this will work just for or not just for non-probability distributions. Like I said, you can also use a probability distribution by going to, say, something simple. We'll just go to a coin toss generator and say there's just one coin. We want to flip that coin 1,000 times. Copy this data, paste it into row 1, and basically go up here again, click Descriptive Statistics, click row 1, and click evaluate. So obviously with the probability distribution with an item that is only that has only 2 possibilities, such as a coin, you're not going to get anything really, I would say, relevant, but not anything really hard-hitting in statistics-wise from this sample data. You'd have to use more coins, but you'll still get the same outcome and evaluation as if you were to use a regular data set. So basically that's how you get descriptive stats without doing all of the math. I will have Statdisk, a link to that in the description for you guys to go check out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have tons of other stat videos and tons of other computer and tech and math videos coming soon, and that are also already on my channel. So go check out my channel. Please subscribe. Please like this video if it helped you at all. And thank you for watching.